Hey guys, I just got done installing this new 3-channel dashcam by VioFo on my Tesla Model 3. I'm sure you're already aware that all Teslas have a built-in Sentry mode that will auto-record footage and then store it onto your USB drive in the car. For the most part it works great, as you know, and there can be some glitchy video here and there, but my main concern is the quality and viewing angle of the video. At times it can be hard to identify a vehicle license plate, or the footage isn't wide enough to see a broader view of the road. My name is Evan, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Not knowing how much better a real dashcam would be, I decided to give this external dashcam a try. Looking at the contents of the box, you'll see the actual dashcam from the front windshield that is equipped with 2 cameras. The front camera has a 2K resolution with the ability to tilt the lens slightly upward or downward at 25 degrees, and then also this side camera that tilts 90 degrees at 1080p resolution. This can record the driver's side window, or you can turn it towards the cabin should you be using your vehicle for ride sharing. There is actually one more camera that comes with the kit for a better view of the back of the vehicle. At 1080p resolution, with this camera mounted higher up on the back windshield, we now have a greater view in comparison to the rear Tesla camera. A micro SD will need to be purchased in addition to store all of your video. This just clicks right on top of the portion of the camera. I'll have a link below this video here to where you can get this. This last item is optional but can be helpful to block out the sun and windshield glare. Finally, we have the included cords and the 3M adhesive parts to install the kit, and I'm going to show you my way of installing it in your Tesla right now. Start off by taking your 12-volt power supply cord and plug it into the Tesla's center console. You're going to want to run the cord over the back end of the storage compartment and tuck it around the trim with the included pry tool. You should be able to hide the cord under the black trim piece all the way down to the driver footwell area. Make sure your center console lid will close properly and that the cord is neatly tucked away. Continue running the cord up the trim and use your pry tool to hide the cord into the panel right below the steering wheel. Next, take off this side panel and also this rectangular trim piece. Take your cord and place it between the fabric pillar and the windshield dash. Reinstall your side panels once you have the cord neatly tucked away. Next, take your hands and pull the weather seal to push this fabric panel off the car. I had to give it a pretty good hit for it to come off. You want to be extra careful when placing this cord through this section of your Tesla because there's an airbag running through the majority of this column. You'll notice that this panel will not completely come off the car. There is this black clip that is quite challenging to remove, therefore I just left it connected. Continue to run the cords like so under the panel and upward towards the windshield. You may need to pull back the fabric panel to hide the power cord. Taking your cord, place it on the top section of the original Tesla wiring. You don't want to install this anywhere near the airbag. I actually took some zip ties and tied this around the original Tesla electrical wiring. As you can see, I used about 3 zip ties to ensure there is no interference with the airbag. Also, please do not use electrical tape. This can get hot in the summertime and possibly melt the adhesive part, causing the cord to interfere with the airbag again. Finally, as you reach the end, take your pry tool to conceal the remaining wire above the fabric ceiling. Take your dash cam and find your preferred placement. I installed mine right next to the Tesla's autopilot camera, but I did end up moving it a couple times to find the ideal viewing angle. Now for the last camera install, you could certainly run the cord down the same path we did earlier. However, I decided to use the passenger side to repeat the same install down the side column and then zip tie my cord to the Tesla electrical wiring system. Remove the side panel and neatly tuck the cord between the fabric column and the top dash. Hide the cord down the passenger side weather seal by using your pry tool or your fingers. There will be this gap on the passenger side to pull up on the panel to place the cord further downward towards the floor. Continue with the power cord in the rear passenger side, hiding it in the trim and upward in the back seat. Fold down the seat and place the cord behind the seatbelt to further run it upward towards the rear windshield. At the top there is this crevice where the cord should tuck in neatly. Take your back camera and remove the plastic backing to expose the 3M adhesion and place it in your desired location. After the install and the rear camera is plugged in, there should be a voice notification saying 3 cameras are now activated.
Recording. 3 channels started.
Be sure to download the VioFo app and enable the Wi-Fi connection of the dashcam by holding down the Wi-Fi button. From the app you will see a ton of settings to adjust the cameras, the loop recording time frame, location and time, date, speed, along with motion detection recording when parked, which I'll talk about here in a moment. From the main screen on the app you can see what the view the cameras are recording at should you need to adjust anything. You can also download footage right from the app to your phone, however this can take some time to transfer, and I would highly recommend taking the micro SD card out of the dashcam and then plugging it in directly to your computer to gather the files faster. However, it is nice to know you can get the video from your phone should there be an emergency. The dashcam will come off the windshield by sliding it to the right and pulling it downwards, as the attachment piece will stay affixed to the windshield. This will give you access to the SD card for removal to a computer later. Should the memory card reach full capacity, the dashcam will auto rewrite older footage, making it very easy to manage. The loop recording will not, however, overwrite the footage you have locked. Pushing this orange button anytime when driving will save the content forever, ensuring that you can come back to your saved video. Now let's compare some of the footage from the Tesla dashcam over this VioFo dashcam during the day and at night. You can see that the viewing angle is quite larger on the VioFo dashcam versus the dash camera built into the Tesla. Also, the quality is far superior in my opinion. Driving around at night, the front camera does a fairly good job with the wide viewing perspective, and the internal camera works really well with its built-in infrared night vision. Again, you can just turn this internal camera all the way to the left or have it completely facing the passengers in the cabin. Finally, the rear internal camera offers a better view due to its higher elevation inside the car. The defrost lines in the Tesla are kind of annoying to look at, but there's really not much you can do about this. Regarding the front camera, VioFo sent me this polarizing lens filter for your main dash cam, as it just pops right over the top of the lens. For the most part, I thought it did a good job at diminishing the sun glare, as you can see the camera with and without the lens cover. This is just an optional piece to enhance the video quality, but certainly not required. I'll have a link below this video should you want it. Finally, I want to talk about this VioFo motion detection feature when you are parked. Because this is an all-electric vehicle, the car may still have the 12-volt power supply active even after you leave your car parked. If you have a gas-powered car, VioFo sent me this hardwire kit to connect to your car's battery to enable the motion detection feature. You will need to install this to enable this feature. It's pretty much Sentry mode for your non-Tesla vehicle. Typically, I notice my Tesla stays awake for a few minutes after I leave the car, as you can hear the fan and other electrical components running. This is completely normal, as the car will regulate internal battery temperatures depending on the weather conditions. Also, I noticed when you leave Sentry mode active in your Tesla and then motion is detected, this will wake up the Tesla and therefore enable the 12-volt power supply to turn on your VioFo dashcam. From what I've seen from the past week of using this external VioFo dashcam is that it will stay on for a few minutes after you depart your car, and then the Tesla will go into a sleep mode, which turns off the 12-volt power supply to the VioFo dashcam. But then as soon as your Tesla senses motion with the built-in Sentry mode, the car will turn on, which enables your VioFo dashcam from the 12-volt power supply to activate. This provides you with even more video from the Sentry mode detection. This is really Sentry mode on steroids with all the cameras enabled at once. Should your Tesla reach 20% state of charge, as usual the car will disable Sentry mode and also the 12-volt power supply to your VioFo dashcam to save electricity. You may be asking if this will drain your Tesla's battery even faster. Now, I personally didn't notice a huge difference in range. However, I've heard that enabling Tesla Sentry mode will use about 1 to 2% of battery per day, so I would assume in addition to using this VioFo dashcam that this will use another 1 to 2% per day, using both the Sentry mode and the external VioFo dashcam. Roughly 4 to 5% a day may be used to power all these cameras at once. Overall, if you would like additional protection when driving, this VioFo dashcam surely improves the video quality and certainly provides a better viewing angle to see more around the car. I'll have a link below this video with all the items I mentioned today. As usual, if you have any additional questions, leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. Again, my name is Evan. Until the next one, see you guys.